What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to this special transfer video here on Anfield Agenda. Obviously, the news today around Jude Bellingham's future has caused a lot of frustration and sadness amongst myself, of course, other Liverpool fans, and I'm here to give you my take on the story and to let you guys know the latest, as I've always promised to do, as this thing develops. Now, this is going to be a twofold video. One, we're going to speak about Jude Bellingham, and then we're going to move on to Alexis McAllister. So let's say what we know about Jude Bellingham. Well, there are two ways to look at this. I'm tending to look at it in an optimistic way. I'm much happier that Jude Bellingham is likely to be outside the Premier League than competing against Liverpool. I did say to you that Manchester City were never a serious contender in this race and that the most likely competitor to Liverpool was Real Madrid. Now, once Liverpool backed away, the field was free for Real Madrid to go in there and get the deal done, and they haven't agreed a deal as of yet with Borussia Dortmund, but it does look like that with Liverpool not at the table, Real Madrid are Jude Bellingham's option, and that looks likely where he's going to go. Fees range from somewhere between 100 million to 150 million euro, depending on what numbers they bang out between the two clubs, I guess. No agreement is in place yet. No conversations, I believe, even around the wage between the two clubs, as per Fabrizio Romano. But I have told you not to worry about Manchester City. A lot of you guys said to me, Craig, he'll end up at City. And I said, look, I'm telling you, he's no interest. And that has been borne out by journalists today saying exactly that. But it is disappointing, right? Because whilst he hadn't agreed to go anywhere else, or whilst there wasn't this, I guess, admittance that he's going to Real Madrid, then there was still hope. Even though Liverpool said publicly they'd backed away, myself and others were hopeful that Liverpool would come back to the table because, and I stand over this, if Liverpool made the play, made the agreement, he would choose to come to Liverpool on that project. But again, it's very understandable that Real Madrid comes in and his head is turned there. Of course it is. I'm not going to sit here and say otherwise. I've said all along they are the biggest challenger to us for this transfer. I just didn't think he was going to be their priority. And I don't know if they'll still have the money to go and try and do something with Mbappe, but I think we need to watch that space as well. So as of right now, look, it looks like Madrid is his most likely destination. And, you know, apart from the people who are going to be watching this video to have a little dig at me, a lot of people are going to know how I feel about it or want to know how I feel about it. And I'm sort of relieved. I'm relieved because, look, I want him at Liverpool. Of course I do. He's the guy I want more than anybody else. But I would be far happier to see him playing his trade in Real Madrid than in Manchester, in either side of Manchester, or at the Emirates, or at Stamford Bridge, or wherever. So I guess this is probably the best worst case scenario, that he may go play his trade at the Santiago Bernabeu. And look, it's a historic club with a stadium that's about to be revitalized, with every opportunity to do what the young man wants to do in his career, which is cement a legacy, win everything that he can win, and do it at a prestigious club the right way. So if Jude Bellingham's move ends up with Real Madrid, I wish him the best. It's a shame we can't see him at Liverpool, but again, I feel like everything I've said up to this point has been on the money, true, and honest. And he has no interest in Manchester City. I told you guys that. I couldn't tell you guys about the money side of it because I never knew about the money side of it. But it does look like Real Madrid have got their man, and yeah, let's just wait and see how it pans out. Nothing's done just yet. You know, there's still like a two tiny little itty bitty percentage chance for me that maybe Liverpool reevaluate, but I doubt it. As days go on, I really do doubt it. And I think this was our chance. I don't feel like we'll ever have another opportunity to go and get him. And the frustration is huge for me because the numbers being mentioned that Madrid want to pay are about 100 to 120 million euro. And if they do, and I don't know if they'll get him from near that or not, but if they do, that's a number that we shouldn't have been scared of. That's a number as a football club that we should have always expected. I mean, let's go back. We've heard numbers up to 150, but we've always thought that about £100 million would probably be the amount to get Bellingham. And that hasn't changed. So FSG's insistence on switching up, or Jurgen Klopp's insistence on pursuing multiple targets, I don't know. All I can say to you is it is frustrating as a fan to once again be told that we have the money for generational talents, but when those generational talents become available and could have been gotten by Liverpool Football Club, the goalposts are shifted yet again, and we have to scale down our plans. And that's the most frustrating part of all of this to me, is I'll always know that there could have been a Jude Bellingham at Liverpool Football Club if the owners had the stomach to actually go out there and get the deal done. But as I've always said, I don't believe FSG really do care about Liverpool being a long-term successful project. They only care about the bottom line. So with that in mind, let's move on to Alexis Mac Allister, because this one looks like it's all over bar the shouting. It looks like he will be a Liverpool player. The talks, again, I have nothing on this other than a couple of little bits, but if you're taking what Fabrizio, what other journalists are saying, it's not going to be a problem for Liverpool and Brighton to agree a fee. There's already been conversations between the player side and Liverpool side, and it looks like Alexis Mac Allister will become a Liverpool Football Club player, barring a catastrophe at this point. Will he take the number 10 shirt? That's what I'm wondering. You know, it is free at Liverpool Football Club. And this is a very good signing for me. It's a very good fit for Liverpool Football Club. It isn't the Jude Bellingham. It isn't the signing I dreamt about. But in our system, with the way that we want to play, with what Jurgen Klopp needs from his midfielders, I really do feel like we're getting a gem in Alexis Mac Allister. 24 years of age. World Cup winner, of course, with Argentina. And yeah, I mean, this is obviously the start of the refresh of midfield, and let's see what the rest of the acquisitions look like. Because if you can bring in this kid, if you can bring in Ugarte and you add a Barella or a Thuram to that, I think that's as good as we can hope for realistically outside of Jude Bellingham. Yeah, that's pretty much where we're at with the latest around those transfer stories. I don't know how you guys feel about Alexis Mac Allister. I think it's perfect. I do. I think he's a great fit for what Kloppo wants. I'm quite excited about the signing, to be honest. And I'm not as disappointed in the Bellingham stuff as I was actually expecting to be, because, as I said, the fact he's going to Madrid, he's not going to be in the Premier League. I'm not going to have to see him either scoring against us or playing for a rival team. And I understand the pull, the allure of Real Madrid, the most successful club in European history with regards to the European Cups. As I said, a brand new, revitalised Santiago Bernabeu there, and you know, it's the pinnacle, and he will probably win Ballon d'Ors there, certainly European Cups there, and I sincerely, for his career, I hope it goes well for him, because I really like the lad. I like everything about him. I like his character. I like the way he plays the game. I like how he speaks. I like how he handles himself. And Real Madrid are a good club, and I'm sure that they will look after him. So, yeah, all the best on that one, Jude, if the deal gets done, and hopefully someday we see you at Liverpool. It stings a little bit. I can't lie, it stings a little bit. So yeah, Alexis Mac Allister, I'm happy with that one. I'm interested to see if we follow through on Ugarte. The reports yesterday suggested that his buyout clause is 60 million euro. Will Liverpool look to pay that, or will they maybe look to negotiate? I don't know, but I'm excited about it. And I do think that even without Jude Bellingham, Jurgen Klopp can do this. He can rebuild the midfield, and with the forwards that we have, and hopefully a couple of additions defensively, we won't be too far away next season. So that is it from me. That is the update that I have for you guys today around it. And yeah, finally we can get out that black marker and draw a line under this scenario and move on. So as sad as it is, it does look like Jude Bellingham will be a Real Madrid player. Well done to Real Madrid on, yeah, I'm getting a great player, and heartbreak for me, obviously. But I look forward to your comments. Let me know your thoughts on Alexis Mac Allister and anything else that you want with the comment section. The floor is yours. We are about to do a watch along over on our Twitch channel of Liverpool's game against Fulham. If you'd like to come and join us, just go over to Twitch and search Anfield Agenda. You'll find us there, and of course, we'll be back on here for all of our post-match content, match reactions, player ratings, stuff like that as well. So yeah, wasn't to be, but hey, you win some, you lose some.